Right, hi everyone. Welcome to Critical Proximity. Thank you all for coming. It's been amazing how much interest there's been in this conference. It's been kind of overwhelming, so thank you all for making it feel overwhelming for me. I'm Zoya. Hi everyone. Welcome to Critical Proximity. Thank you all for coming. It's been amazing how much interest there's been in this
Thank you.
I'm Zoya. I've been organising this with a team of people who very kindly just appeared and offered their help over the past couple of months. The first step toward planning this event was in December when I sent around a Google form asking for the email addresses of anyone who might be interested in some sort of event for games criticism just before GDC. And I was expecting maybe 30 names maximum. I figured we'd all just pitch in and rent a room somewhere and order pizza and just talk to each other. And now we've had 300 people sign up and loads of other people who wanted to come but couldn't because we ran out of spaces for them. And then loads more people watching online. So 300, that's huge to me when I was initially expecting about 30. So none of this would have been possible if it wasn't a group effort. So I want to thank our volunteers and everyone who helped to organize the conference, especially B, David Carlton, John Hamlin, Jordan Marshak, Joshua Melnick, Mattie Brice, Morgan McCormick, Nicholas Capozoli, Onesimus Kane, Richard Terrell, and Robert Yang. So thank you, everybody. And I want to thank the people from UBM, especially Megan and Kerry, for quite unexpectedly asking if we wanted to use the Moscone as a venue for this, and being very generous with their time and their resources, making sure that things work out and everything here goes really smoothly. That's been just completely invaluable. And also, I want to thank someone called Mohammed Taya, who's the founder of a music label called Brave Wave. He donated some money so that we could do this quite easily. The number of people who've got behind this event tells us that games criticism is way bigger than at least I thought. It's certainly bigger than people think when they say that it doesn't exist. So I'm left wondering, why does games criticism seem so much smaller than it really is? And I wonder if part of the answer is that there's kind of this sense that every critic is standing alone, kind of developing their own individual voices as writers. We're all quite good at mouthing off about our opinions on the internet, and we're a bit less practiced at world building together. So in a few minutes, I'm going to give a short talk about my hope that we can do more to come into productive conversation with each other. But first, I'm going to hand over to Mattie Brice, who will talk about our safe space policies, which are there to help us make sure that at this event, those conversations are safe and enjoyable for everybody. So thank you.
Somewhere in here. Wait, where's my slides? Where are my slides, Zoya?
Oh, okay.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming. We're just going to get up my slides.
They're in here.
It's just a policies. Look at that. Organized. Work for us technology.
I have no idea what this is, by the way.
Me neither.
PDF viewer?
Yay, policies! Oh no, that doesn't show anything. Why is that not showing? Why? Technical difficulties. Sorry, everyone.
The one computer thing.
So it's always computer things. Yay, now it's working. Yay!
All right.
But how do I now navigate it? Does it go?
Maybe the clicker will work.
No. Oh!
Yeah,
that's so weird. Oh, clicker? Oh, awesome. Yay, policies. So, Critical Proximity is dedicated to being a safe and welcoming place for all people. So I kind of want us to all get on the same page as to what that means so we can all have a fun time. So basically, zero tolerance for any sort of harassment. We don't want anyone being physically, verbally, socially, anything threatened. And if you have a question as to what that might entail, and you might be thinking that's, oh, I'm not quite sure what harassment might actually be, come and talk to me and make sure that we're all on the same page. But basically that means, please know, if you have a disagreement with someone and it's starting to get a little bit heated, find a volunteer and sort that out so nothing terrible happens. But if someone is harassing, we are, zero tolerance. We'll be asking you to leave, and we really don't want to ask anybody to leave. So please make sure to talk to a volunteer if there seems to be any conflicts. Respect other people's boundaries. This means physical boundaries on all of your badges, and if you see someone who doesn't have a badge, tell them to go get one, because we have a lot of space, so they can just go and figure that out. There's 2 stickers on here. One is a camera that says people are okay with being photographed. So if you have a camera, if you're taking a selfie, if you're doing whatever, you can go ahead and include them and they're not going to mind. If a person doesn't have it, you need to ask their permission first, and respect them if they say, no, I'm uncomfortable. This other sticker is like, the little hand. These are people who, this is for people who are okay with having like their hand shaked, with getting a friendly hug and whatever. And if they don't have that, you need to ask permission before you go ahead and touch them. And this is just respecting boundaries and kind of deprogramming some things that we do in our daily lives that are invasive of other people. So if we can just ask people permission if we're not sure, we'll all have a smooth time. Let's try not to also assume anyone's identity. We're really kind of trained to assume that people are either a he or she based on looks, whether they're black, white, or something else based on looks. And let's just try to avoid that. If you need to address someone, address them by their name, which should be on their badge. And if you absolutely need to know something about their identity, ask them in private. And then you can continue to use that. But let's try to keep this welcoming and not assume anything about anyone, and hopefully not disrespect them. And safe spaces are works in progress. This means that just because I have this policy, everything is going to be magically okay. What it is that all of us together are going to work to make sure that everyone has a comfortable time. Which means that sometimes someone might say something to you like, oh, what you did was not really that cool. And what we're going to do is that in that instance, we're going to have a conversation about why that is, and then dissolve the tension. So we want to normalize people saying, hey, I don't think that's okay, and also normalize, okay, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, let me fix that. And so I have a couple of, really easy 3 things for you to do. One is to listen. And this is an active kind of listening. This isn't just receiving words. This is actually trying to understand what someone is saying when they are like, oh, you kind of said something that was racist. And to you, you might be like, oh, I don't think I did, but that's the point of being a safe space, is that we can say things like that. So just listen to them and then actually take the step to believe what they're saying. Very often it's really, really scary to say things that are normalized to be either racist or sexist or otherwise harassment, and it actually takes a lot of courage to say, to call out another person. So believe that that person is feeling a little threatened or feeling otherwise uncomfortable, and then ask questions for how you can not do that in the future, and also say you're sorry and apologize. The last thing you want to do is think that you need to be right in these sort of conflicts. It's not about being right, it's just making sure that everyone feels good and happy and safe. So make sure everyone be safe, help others be safe, and have fun. Thank you.